world's most expensive banana has been sold for $6.2 million. That's a bit much for a banana. Personally, I wouldn't pay that much for it. But someone else did. 34-year-old Justin's son. As he says, for him it is much more than a banana. It's not just an artwork. It represents a cultural phenomenon that bridges the worlds of art, memes, and the cryptocurrency community. He believes this piece will inspire more thought and discussion in the future and will become a part of history. I am honored to be the proud owner of the banana and look forward to it sparking further inspiration and impact for art enthusiasts around the world. Dude, relax. It's just a banana. Who would pay that much money for a banana? So Justin's son has invested $30 million in Donald Trump's World Liberty Financial, making him the largest investor in the decentralized finance project. So he's essentially the biggest investor in Trump's World Liberty Financial. He's also the founder of Tron and a cryptocurrency entrepreneur. Right, so what is this piece of art? This piece of art is called The Comedian. It's supposed to be an absurdist piece of art showing how the art scene is absurd. And frankly, it works. It doesn't show just how absurd the art scene is, but also how absurd people's buying habits are. Let's see what happened here. So this is a piece of art that is from Catalan, a absurdist artist, and the first piece of it was sold in 2019 for $120,000. And a performance artist there ate the banana, but someone else ate the banana before. Justin's son ate it again. That was a South Korean student in 2023 who was just really hungry. He was actually the smart one here. He didn't pay for it. He just saw a banana there and he thought of not wasting the opportunity. Right, so what on earth was this artist thinking? Catalan told ArtNet that he was working on the produce-focused piece for a year and originally tried to construct a banana out of bronze and resin until he had an epiphany. Why put any effort when you can get away with no effort at all? As he says, he couldn't figure out how to finish it. In the end, one day I woke up, he said, the banana is supposed to be a banana, so why try to make it with resin and bronze? Catalan hasn't offered up instructions on how to deal with the work as it rots, or how buyers should put it on display. Presumably change the banana? Just an idea. The gallery owner, Emmanuel Peretin, said he expects to toss out the soon-to-be rotting banana that's currently being showcased, unless a buyer wants it. Really, the art scene is really ridiculous. Right, so let us see a bit more about Maurizio Catalan, because frankly, I think if he managed to sell a banana for 6.2 million, well played. It's really, he played a joke. The joke is on the people who bought the banana. We see here his Instagram account. He has just one post. He doesn't follow anyone. And he has 183,000 followers. And he has here a wonderful middle finger shaped cloud, essentially telling people to go and do something with themselves, where I think that's a bit funny. Right, so we see here a bit more about him from the Peretin Gallery website. He says he's one of the most popular as well as controversial artists on the contemporary art scene. Taking freely from the real world of people and objects, his works are an irreverent operation aimed at both art and institutions. His playful and provocative use of materials, objects, and gestures set in challenging contexts forces commentary and engagement. Literally, this man here has managed to sell a banana for $6.2 million and sell it as art. That's, on the one hand, infuriating. On the other hand, it's just absolutely hilarious. He's just a massive troll. Again, I'll say well played. He said that he has achieved notoriety on an international scale in New York with La Nona Hora, the Ninth Hour, a wax statue of Pope John Paul II hit by a meteorite, which was originally exhibited in 1999 in Basel in Switzerland. Since 2010, LOVE, a public art intervention permanently installed in Piazza Affari in Milan, triggered the reappropriation by citizens of a square otherwise forgotten. In that same year, Catalan started a biannual picture-based publication called Toilet Paper. So he literally tells people what to expect from him. He's just a massive troll. And for some reason, this seems really appealing to some people, and they think that this is a good idea to spend thousands and millions of pounds and dollars to buy his art. Now, let's see some images here from his art. It says, and he has here solo shows. You can check here the images. Right, so we have this one here, this one here. You can scroll down essentially and get an idea of what kind of art he is putting forward. But literally, you can't miss that we are talking about a banana. You don't have to visualize a banana. Here you have this wonderful refrigerator and a woman sitting inside it, which is obviously, as they say, out of place. So this is a work of art. This is art. This is what people pay millions of pounds for. But also he had another golden object. He had a toilet by gold, which was stolen. You heard that right. And the UK police made major breakthrough in search for the stolen toilet, but they haven't found the toilet, presumably because people melted the gold and they sold it as gold. They say nearly 4 years after Maurizio Catalan golden toilet sculpture was stolen in an early morning heist at the Blenheim Palace in Oxfordshire, England, the police have made a major breakthrough and hope that charges will be found soon, according to The Sun. In September 2019, a gang of 7 people broke into Blenheim Palace just before 5 a.m. and ripped the solid gold, fully functioning toilet out of the ground. The toilet was meant to be part of the exhibition by the Italian artist, but was stolen before his show opened. This basically has Pink Panther vibes written all over it. But with a toilet. Not only did the thieves make off with a £196 toilet, whose worth is estimated at $6 million, he says that they also caused significant water damage, extensive water damage to the wood panel lavatory that was situated right next to the room where former UK Prime Minister Winston Churchill was born. 6 more were arrested later, but no one has been charged. I really don't know what to say. So someone else was devastated, the person who sold the banana. This was Shah Alam, a 74-year-old fruit seller who worked a sidewalk stand outside Sotheby's on the upper sides for £12 an hour, who sold a piece of fruit that would become the famous $6.2 million banana. And he is lamenting that he sold it for 0.35p and it was sold for such a high price. The artist said that he was really sorry, but he did nothing and gave nothing. To be fair, I mean, you're kind of selling bananas. You sold it as a banana. This guy here managed to sell it as a great piece of art at the intersection of memes, cryptocurrency, and the world of art. It's just, honestly, I'll say it again, well played. And the interesting question here is ultimately, why do people do this? Some really cynical people, and I'm not saying I agree with them or not, they say that when people buy so excessively overpriced stuff, it has to do with some sort of loopholes in the tax system and they try to evade taxes. But whether this is true or not, and I'm not making any claims about this case right here, this specific case, there are several other issues to bear in mind when it comes to vanity and status. Extravagant spending is a projection of might in the world, whether it's just the economic world or the political world. It's a form of immaterial capital. And immaterial capital is fame. And fame is really something incredibly important in the business world and basically in the whole wide world. I think that things are a bit less silly than they often seem, and when people are making these moves, they know sometimes that they are ridiculous moves, but they want to do something other with it. They want to show how a banana for them is basically worth so much, and they can actually throw it away the same way other people throw away $1 or less for buying a banana. It's a projection of might. It isn't just someone who is a really stupid person, because let's face it, if you're that rich and you haven't gone bankrupt for years, you're not that stupid. But still, we'll say this is just a really remarkable thing to see how a banana can be sold for $6.2 million. It's just preposterous. Well played.